If I were him, I'd be careful because Jose Ramirez is he's a Latino. You know how Latinos are, bro.
If you try to get crazy with Jose Ramirez might take it. That's what kind of fight it is, I feel. You know what I mean?
I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed him down.
Boxing experts are warning Devin Haney ahead of his fight against Jose Ramirez, emphasizing Ramirez's relentless pressure and power. Henry Garcia issued a strong warning to Haney, urging caution against the former champion. He highlighted Ramirez's toughness, noting that he is no pushover and that Haney may not be mentally prepared for the kind of fight Ramirez will bring, especially if he gets dropped.
Fight. What's your thoughts on that fight?
If I were him, I'd be careful because Jose Ramirez is he's a Latino. You know how Latinos are, bro. They don't play. I don't know if he was fighting Duarte, I'd say you better step down because Duarte is no joke. But Jose Ramirez is no joke either. And I'm telling you, the guy is no pushover. He is no pushover. I've seen him fight. I've seen him work out a few times, and this guy is he's out there. He's gonna give Haney his work for his money. I'm telling you, he's gonna be on him. So I hope Haney's ready for it. You know, I'm sure his dad has done his research and all that about Jose Ramirez. I'm sure he did, but they don't know the fighter that he is. I do, and I'm telling you, what I meant, he's gonna get a run for his money. That's what I meant to say.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, who do you favor in that fight? Because obviously it would kind of, it wouldn't be a crazy.
Garcia also pointed out that while a fight against William Zepeda would have been even more dangerous, Ramirez remains a serious threat. If he lands clean shots, it could shake Haney's confidence and make the fight much more.
Back now, it is what it is, but I would say that Jose Ramirez, if he cracks him, I'm worried for Haney because psychologically, I don't think he's still ready for it. You know, I don't think he's ready for something like that because if he gets dropped, it's going to mess him up. Jose, again, he's no pushover. If he hits him and he catches him and he drops him, that's going to go bad for Haney.
Difficult. Experts acknowledge that Ramirez is in his prime, but also in the twilight of his career, making this a crucial moment for both fighters. Meanwhile, Gervonta Tank Davis shared his thoughts on Haney's current form. He recalled that Haney was an exceptional fighter at 17.
Jose Ramirez, a guy who was absolutely fantastic in his prime, but a guy who I think is now in the twilight of his career. It's a good fight. These are good scalps for the boys if they can get through it. And then they can fight each other in October. And man, I think these are big money fights, especially that one in October. If they both get through their task here in May, that's going to be a big one in October. We're also hearing a lot of other stuff, right, in the fight game now.
But believes his lifestyle has slowed him down. Davis suggested that Haney's partying has affected his focus and overall performance, raising questions about whether he is still at his peak. With Ramirez's pressure and experience, Haney will need to be fully...
Video of you and Devin Haney sparring, people were going crazy over it. He was just a teen when that happened. How do you feel like his boxing skills have improved since?
I think he was best on his game when he was that age. I think he was like 17. I wasn't that much older than him. I think we probably like 3 years older, apart. But I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed him down.
Thank you so much.
Prepared to avoid a potential upset. Analysts acknowledge that Devin Haney remains undefeated, but his last fight raised concerns about his durability. Many experts believe Jose Ramirez will be a solid test, as he remains a dangerous opponent despite his loss to Arnold Barboza. Questions have been raised about Haney's chin, and this fight could provide much-needed answers. Reports suggest Haney is moving up to 147 pounds, a decision some analysts see as risky. If his chin showed vulnerability at 140...
Isn't Devin Haney kind of coming off a loss? I know he's not technically,
Yes,
but
yes.
I mean, this is the sort of get back opponent. I mean, look, in terms of opponents that Devin Haney could choose at this point, like you could do a lot worse than Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez, he's still like he lost to Arna Barbosa. I think he's still a dangerous fight for Devin Haney at this stage, especially if Devin Haney this is when we're gonna get some answers. But Devin Haney, he's potentially chinny. Like we have to see how he holds up here. So I didn't expect him to get in the ring with like a power puncher. He's also been teasing that he's going to be a welterweight, that he's going to be at 147, which is funny because he didn't really spend that much time at 140 at all. We'll see. If this is at 147, then you probably feel less confident in Devin Haney, not particularly for this fight, but going forward, just because if Devin Haney is going to be at 147 now, if you're worried about his chin at 140, and granted, Ryan wasn't 140 in that fight, but if you're worried about Devin Haney's chin, him moving up in weight's not going to help him a ton because his power is going to be, well, even more diminished than it already had been. And on top of that, he's going to face stronger and stronger punchers. Jose Ramirez probably doesn't qualify in this regard because he'd be moving.
Facing bigger punchers in the welterweight division could present even greater challenges. While Ramirez isn't known for his knockout power, his relentless pressure could expose Haney's weakness.
I think at a catch weight, I definitely wasn't expecting one. That's not a soft touch. That's not a tune-up. No. What's your thoughts on it?
People gonna try to say that's like a cherry pick, but it's not though. Jose Ramirez was like a top 40 pounder and he was a top prospect. You know what I'm saying? He had
top amateur too.
Top amateur, yeah. So he got a big pedigree and, you know what I mean? He been through some shit in boxing, yeah, but this ain't an easy fight. He a big guy too, big guy. And if you said catchweight, that means it's gonna be at like 44.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I don't know, that's a good fight. Devin Haney, one thing about Devin Haney though, you can count on him, he gonna give you some type of fight. Like he not gonna just give you oh man. Like he gonna give you something like, oh, it might be a dangerous draw. Especially coming out the fight with Ryan. Jose Ramirez is 90% offense coming to get you.
Coming off the Ryan fight at 144-pound catch weight, who do you feel like that favors?
I don't know. Because we got to see if Devin learned his lesson. We got to see if he learned his lesson. And we got to see if Jose Ramirez is healthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And does this mean this is a fill out for 47?
I think so.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be an advantage for all of them. You feel me? I think it's an advantage for both. They both will be feeling good.
Who wins that fight?
I mean, Devin if he box. If you try to get crazy with Jose Ramirez might take it. That's what kind of fight it is, I feel. You know what I mean? I can't side with either one because Dev, I don't know what's really going through his mind. I don't know what he's really thinking. I don't know what he's really been working on. What I think he should do, go in there and box. Just be you.
Experts believe this fight will reveal where Haney truly stands in his career. Boxing coach Greg Hackett warns that Ramirez is not an easy fight for Haney. He believes that if Haney fails to execute his game plan properly, Ramirez will take full advantage.
Out of the two, Ryan Garcia versus Rolling and Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez, Devin Haney has the harder fight. Hey, not only is Ramirez a tough competitor, he only lost twice. And he lost against Josh Taylor and Barbosa. Josh Taylor. And Ramirez fought Hooker and shit. And listen, Ramirez's best punch is his left hook. That prepares him for Ryan. But number two, Rolly is allergic to left hooks, especially counters. Ryan's left hook is one of the best punches in the world today. It's like Wilder's right hand. You know it's coming and you can't pause and you can't do shit about it. Ryan may go viral on that knockout while Devin Haney is in a damn blood and guts knife fight and y'all don't
and potentially win the fight. Meanwhile, boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult sees this as a defining moment for Haney. He believes Haney is stepping up for greatness by taking on Ramirez in what is expected to be a grueling battle. Ramirez, a former world champion with only 2 career losses, is excited about the opportunity. With a powerful left hook as his best weapon, he sees this fight as a chance to secure a major victory and reestablish himself at the top.